morning and welcome to another episode of Joe's Knows Football, our very first Sunday episode. Jack Kemler, Zaketh Godoy, Will Kwiatkowski, Brian Burke. I'm your host, Ben Chadwick. Guys, today we're going to be going through every single game today and tomorrow night, giving a quick preview of it, and then putting our picks in. So real quick, we're just going to look at the overall standings on the year. They're looking pretty good, as they always do. Obviously, I'm at the top. Why wouldn't I be? Will, a little bit of a comeback at 60%. Jack and Zaketh tied at 58%. And then Brian, he's moving up, but still fairly far behind with 53%. So, guys, unless you got anything else you want to add, I think we're all good to head into the 1 o'clock slate. All right, cool. 1 o'clock slate starting off. We talked about it a little bit with Mr. Lechner on the last episode on Wednesday. We had the Steelers, who are 4-7, at the Atlanta Falcons, who are 5-7. Jack.
Probably the most boring game of the week. Sorry, Mr. Lechner. But the only reason I'm taking this pick is because I like TJ Watt. I don't like the Falcons at all. So I'll take the Steelers.
Sketh?
Yeah, when Mr. Lechner was here, I picked the Steelers because I think their defense is better, and I think the Falcons have a fraudulent record. So yeah, Steelers.
Will?
I don't know. I like. I didn't hear Mr. Lechner ramble on. I didn't know what he said. It probably was intelligent, except for the fact he said that the Colts are a bad team. Apparently, that was unintelligent. Yeah, definitely going with the Falcons here. Yeah, I like what the Steelers have put together, but if Jeff Saturday wasn't trying to tank for a good pick, the Colts would have easily dominated that game.
Brian?
Yeah, I feel like Falcons are a really weird team. One day you're talking about winning the division, but now I feel like the Steelers could totally win this game, especially with their defense. I mean, quarterback situation still questionable, but I say the Steelers could win this game definitely.
Yeah, I what I said last time completely carries over to today. This Steelers defense, I think it's just going to be too much for Atlanta to handle. Alex Highsmith, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, Minka's having an incredible year this year. So even though the offense is kind of subpar for Pittsburgh, I think they still come out with the victory in this one. Probably a low-scoring game, but it should be a close one there in Atlanta. We'll move on to the next game. We have the Packers sitting at 4-8 at the Chicago Bears, who are 3-9. Jack.
Well, Rodgers and Fields are playing, but it's Aaron Rodgers. I can't trust Fields right now, especially coming back from that injury. And Aaron Rodgers is the owner of Chicago, so I think they get a revenge win.
Steph?
Honestly, I think now that Fields is back, I think it's like a pretty evenly matched game. But I do think the Packers have a better secondary, better defense, so I'm gonna take the Packers.
Will?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. There are so many people inactive for this game. Like so many. On both sides. Okay. Yeah, but I started Christian Watson fantasy today, so he's gonna have a big breakout day. I'm saying a career high, 13 catches, 246 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Help me bring the team to victory. I'm going to go with the Packers this time.
Brian?
Yeah, as Kev said earlier, I feel like the defense is too good for Green Bay. And I feel like their offense could dominate the Bears defense. Yeah, that's my take. I feel like the Packers can easily win this game.
Yeah, I honestly think the running game is going to be the main factor. I think that Chicago D-line is among the worst in the league right now, and Aaron Jones is having an incredible year. The O-line has been pretty solid for the Packers, too. So I actually don't think Rodgers is the one to win this one for him, but I'll still be picking the Packers to take this one in Chicago and just add to the wins all-time that they have over Chicago. Another kind of doozy of a game, but then we'll start to get in some good ones. We got the Jaguars sitting at 4-7. At the Detroit Lions, who are also 4-7. Jack.
I think we talked about this before on the tier list, but it feels like last week was Trevor Lawrence's breakout game. Like it's been, especially in front of that home crowd. I think he's finally starting to like settle in. So I don't really like the Lions, even though they went on like a 3-game win streak. Got kind of manhandled by the Bills, but I'll take the Jaguars.
Skeff?
I really don't know with this one. I feel like these teams are pretty evenly matched, but I think Detroit has more weapons, so I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Will?
I mean, ETN's back. I don't think he's like still 100% healthy. They're gonna call Darrell Henderson up, but he's down. He's sick this week. Prayers up for him. But I'm gotta go back to what Jack said. For a quarterback, I don't really think one game is gonna do it. I don't think Trevor Lawrence is like settling in from one game. I mean, it was a great performance, but he did that against the Colts in week 2? He had an amazing performance and then decided to play horrible for the rest of the games. Like, I don't think he's settling in. I still think he was a bust out of the draft, and I still think the Lions are going to win it.
Brian?
Yeah, as everybody said earlier, Lions have a terrific offense, but their defense is terrible. I have to put it out there. So I feel like Trevor Lawrence could shine this game, and I feel like the Jaguars can win it.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty even split here. I'm going to go with the Lions. I think the pass blocking from that O-line has been incredible. Amon-Ra St. Brown is having an unreal year. Jared Goff is still playing like Jared Goff, but still, I think that O-line and Amon-Ra will be enough. And I mean, Swift is coming back. I don't expect a ton from him, but I think the passing game really breaks down a lackluster Jaguars defensive back core. We'll get to the next game here. Finally getting into some good ones. And we're going to have a lot of good ones, starting with this one. The Jets are 7-4 at the Minnesota Vikings, who are 9-2. So the notable Jets fan, Jack, who are you going to go with here?
Well, this is a new offense because, Mike White, I don't want to hear anything from Saketh. He always does this. Last year, he versed the Bengals, amazing game, went on to the Colts, one amazing drive, and then lost feeling in his arm. What are you going to do about it?
No, it's just a top
that's
5 defense
bad.
all
What are
time.
you going to do about it? Now
Okay.
he's back.
You're just
Yeah,
saying it's a tough defense. That's all it is. I mean, the Colts
Vikings?
always have one of the best defenses in the league, no matter what.
Why are you talking about the Colts?
Because he lost feeling his arm and then got dominated.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Why are you
he
wearing
finds
that?
ways to get the Colts in
You're a
there.
bandwagon, Zaketh. All right.
Basically, what I was saying is that the Jets offense, too good for the
What happened
Vikings.
to one of the greatest QBs in the league?
All right, Jack.
Remember
Yeah, Jack,
beginning of the
finish up
year?
what you're saying here.
I don't know if I ever said Zach Wilson was like crazy.
Beginning of the year, I said Zach Wilson is a bad quarterback, and you are all over me. So
Okay. Okay, he led us to like 5 wins, so I'll take it.
I don't know about
Take
led.
it.
He didn't like the
He was
defense.
the
Yeah.
quarterback on a team that won 5 games.
Yeah, okay, the defense is top 5.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
Phil
the reason.
Rivers
We
really
have
did a
Sauce,
big
we have
job
DJ
for
Reed, we have
this
Michael
year.
Carter. There's no way Jefferson's doing anything today. No way Thielen's doing anything today. Not even KJ Osborne. I don't want to hear anything about it. Jalen Rager, no. I don't care about any of them. Jets are winning.
Sketh?
The Vikings are going to win, and I'm going to
Oh.
tell you why. Because
He's
Justin
looking at the record.
Jefferson
He's
does
looking at
not
the
fret in the eyes of young corners like Sauce Gardner, okay? I mean, like, just look at what he did to the Bills secondary. Look at what he did all throughout the year. Nothing can stop this guy. He's going off 100 yards. Give me the Vikings.
Will?
All right. I'm gonna start this off by saying, like back like week 4, everyone's like, "Oh, what quarterback would you want starting for the Jets?" And then you guys were like Joe Flacco. Oh no, I want Zach Wilson. And then I just shout out Money Mike White. It was a big joke.
Okay.
Look at
all right,
where we
no,
are
this is
now.
not-
Look at where we are now. Look, a fortune teller. But outside of that, this is where Jack realizes that Stephon Diggs is a big fraud and he's quarterback made. And then he realizes that Justin Jefferson is the true best wide receiver in the league. Because everybody else is getting shut down by Sauce Fraudner, but not Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, 13 catches, 449 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
All right, let me lock that
Will's
in.
off the show
Let me
for a
lock
week
that in
and he
right
grows
there.
a brain. I mean, like,
Grows a
congrats.
brain. I mean, Sauce
I
Fraudner
don't
is a
even,
fake.
I
is a
think
fake
Lee is
quarterback.
going to be on Jefferson the whole
Jack,
game.
maybe it's your turn to take a week off and grow a brain.
No, because I don't think Sauce is going to be on Jefferson.
I took a hiatus to gain some more NFL knowledge.
You love to. Will went to NFL Knowledge Camp. You love to see it.
I went to PFF and learned less.
Wow. How do we work that into the show already? How does that already happen?
Potential fraud found.
I didn't even bring him up. He just worked into the show somehow.
I was gonna bring him up
Back,
earlier.
Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Vikings here. Home advantage also, but also Justin Jefferson, probably the best not probably, is the best wide receiver in the league right now. And I feel like he's gonna Moss. He's gonna bring Randy Moss, and Moss over Sauce Gardner today.
Oh,
I like that.
For
Guys,
2 touchdowns.
Sauce
and-
is not going to be on him the whole game.
Yeah, because they're trying to say,
You
oh,
get better.
he hasn't
DJ
left
Reed,
the
who's like a
touchdown
top 5
yet. He hasn't left the
Pretty well
touchdown
routine.
yet.
playing, and the Vikings are gonna win.
I'll be honest. I was debating this one a little bit, but Jack, I got.
Oh my! The pure pressure now. Let's go.
Let's
I got
go.
First,
It's not.
first one's up.
Oh yeah.
Mickey
Hold
Wick.
up, while I agree with everyone else
Snicky
besides
Wick.
you.
Let's
Snicky
Hold up,
Wick.
while I agree with everyone else besides you, dude. I mean, this Vikings. I mean, dude, I want to talk about this D line a little bit. I think this Jets O line is like awful. It is bad, and I think Daniel Hunter is going to have a day putting pressure on Mike White. Mike White obviously always has 1 week every season where he looks
Oh
like.
my
Tom
God!
Brady.
It was 1 week last season. What are
And
we
it's going to be
talking
1
about?
week this season. It's going to be 1 week this season too. Mike
Mike's
White is going to look
slightly
like Mike
above.
White once again,
Slight.
and the Vikings are going to take this one.
I just feel bad for you guys because like you're just gonna be wrong and you're just gonna be crying in my arms.
Will we?
Yes. Yes.
Are we sure about that?
Look, if I'm wrong, I'm not gonna be crying in your arms. That's just how it is. Look, it's gonna be 49-50. All right. Justin Jefferson, what is it? 13 receptions, 458 yards, and 8 touchdowns. It's still happening.
Yeah, that sounds about
If
right.
you want to talk about D line, let's talk about the Jets D line, Chadwick.
It's fraud. It's a
Is it
fraud
fraud?
line.
It's good, but the Vikings also have a good O line to back it. You guys do
Yeah,
not have
but
a good O
we
line.
torch good O-line.
Who's gonna cover TJ Hawkinson? You guys have
Bills.
no linebacking core. CJ Mosley was like good 5 years ago.
I agree on that one. That's the one thing you said. That's right.
TJ Hockey Sox, 13 receptions, 3,600 yards,
What?
14 touchdowns. That's what he's doing today.
I like that. I like
I think I could back that prediction with Will. We have an NFC East showdown between the Commanders at 7-5 and the Giants at 7-4. Jack.
Me and Chadwick talked about this on the tier list once Keth left, so we can get our emotions out. They're going on an 8-game losing streak. They are. So give me the Commanders.
Kath.
personally think the only thing that matters is that I think the Giants are going to win. And I think that's because, they have a better offense. Personally, their defense is not.
Whoa.
You think the Commanders' defense can keep up with the Giants' offense?
Yes.
Yes.
No, stop.
Any day.
Anybody can keep with the Giant. You know who
No,
definitely can keep
oh
with the
my
Giants
God,
offense?
The Giants are going
With
to
Darius
by.
Colts
Darius
defense
Slayton is not even
top
a
five
top
this
100
year.
receiver. I can name 100 receivers better than
Give me the
Darius Slayton.
Giants. Give me the Giants.
Will.
Yeah. Brian Robinson, I benched him, so he's not gonna have a good day. But and I did start with McLaurin, so I'm having a career day for McLaurin today. But on a real note, Taylor Heineke is better than any of your quarterbacks. Sadly, does not stand with Sam Ehlinger. He's top 2 and he's not 2.
Two best
But
third
Taylor
string quarterbacks.
Taylor
in the
Heineke
NFL
is
or
such
what?
a stud. I mean, they're winning the game. The Giants are just frauds, and that's all that needs to be said.
8-game losing streak incoming.
Brian.
Yeah, it's the Giants' downfall starting right now.
Mhm.
I'm surprised nobody talked about their wide receiver core. It sucks. Daniel Jones.
They don't have a wide receiver core. They just pick up guys off the street.
Yeah, they're gonna throw it to Saquon Barkley the whole time. No, that's not gonna work. And I feel like the Commanders can easily win this game. I'm gonna say they're gonna dominate this game.
Clayton and Richie James are having a big week.
Dude, I
what
don't
are we
even know
looking
who
at?
Richie James is.
Yeah, Richie James, Darius Slayton. Those are your top 2 receivers. What are we doing in New York?
They're gonna need to put Brian Dable in to catch the balls, bro.
We're just
Yeah.
waiting on Odell.
Jackson Berrios will be the receiver one.
We're just
O-
waiting
Odell-
on Odell. We're waiting on
Odell
Odell.
is not coming to New York after he gets beat by
Odell's
20
going
by
to
the
that.
Commanders.
Look, he's going to the Mickey Wex team.
He definitely is. He's going to the Cowboys. I don't know what that other word you just said is. He's going to the Cowboys. I'm I mean, yeah, if I didn't make it clear enough, I got the Commanders winning this game. I think Montez Sweat has 2+ sacks against Evan Neal, who might be the worst offensive tackle in the NFL right now.
Whoa,
Potential, sure,
whoa.
because he's young.
We
But Evan
saw
Neal-
this last year. Let's not jump the gun on this. We
Hey,
saw this
I'm
last
saying right
year.
now, Andrew Thomas sucked last year, and then it
I'm
was good
saying-
this year. Evan Neal sucks right now, and he still sucks for the rest of the season, in my opinion. So I think Montez Sweat has a big day. I mean, this offense from the Commanders, the Giants' defense is not going to keep up in terms of wide receivers. McLaurin, Samuel, Dotson. Name me a single cornerback on the Giants right now. I don't think you can. So give me the Commanders. Will?
All right. So Saketh, you're a big Giants fan, right?
Yeah, sure.
Name me the team that Richie James came from before going to the Giants.
Doesn't matter as long as he's on the Giants.
You don't have a clue. He's 28
Yeah, because
years old. I thought he was like an undrafted rookie or something. No, he's like a 28-year-old. Like he came
From
from
the
the
Buccaneers.
49ers. He sucks. The Giants stink. It's a bad team, and they're gonna lose by
The
20.
Giants have the worst receiving core in the NFL. Yes, but I personally think that they still have enough weapons to go off
have
on this
one
bad.
weapon.
Ooh, they have a
Commanders-
weapon.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
Danny
the Commanders-
Dimes and Saquon Barkley.
Who's their tight end?
So
I think
I
Daniel
wonder if the
Bellinger.
Commanders game plan
Bellinger?
is Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
Isn't that like? Oh my god, bro! Oh, it's a bad team.
don't come whining when the Giants win. Okay.
I'm
Well,
not.
well,
I'm not
Can
gonna.
we call it a fraudulent team? Can we call it that?
Yeah, there's really no way I could sneak the word fraud into Giants.
Yeah, we're
But
just
they're a
the
fraud team
Giants
for
are
sure.
frauds. We'll just leave it at that. Keep it nice and simple.
Yeah, they're just
We'll
a
move
fraud
on.
Giants.
Another NFC East team facing another 7-4 team. The Titans are 7-4, heading over to Lincoln Financial. The Eagles are 10-1. Jack,
You gotta spice it up.
let's go.
Then do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I love Mike Vrabel off a loss. I'll take the Titans. I do not like the Eagles defense right now after they gave up however many points to the Packers. And that was a lot from Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon. They both went off. What's Derrick Henry gonna do? Let's see. I'm taking the Titans.
I love it. Kev?
Give me the Eagles. I
Oh.
think AJ Brown is gonna have an amazing week against one of the worst.
There is the prediction from
Jesus said it, and Jesus always is correct.
Jesus
so.
cameo.
Brian.
All
I'll
right,
send
guys,
it over to you.
I'm back. What I miss?
Oh, Will, do you have a pick you want to make, or does someone
Oh
else make
yeah.
it for you?
You gotta go with the Eagles. I hate the fact that you guys are saying the Eagles are a bad team. This is outrageous. Not a bad. People are saying that the Eagles are frauds. Oh, they haven't been a good team. I don't care. Look, the Eagles are a good defensive coordinator away from being like just amazing team. They have so many. Want to talk about a team with a bunch of weapons? Quez Watkins is playing like a wide receiver 1 right now. He's like their 5th string kick returner. I mean, this team is just bottom loaded. They're just so good. They're going to beat the Titans. I really like the Titans this year. I think they're great, but I'm sorry, they just don't have enough to beat the Eagles.
Brian?
Yeah, I feel like the Titans have really underrated defense, but I don't think they're gonna keep up with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith. So I feel like they're gonna score a lot and they're gonna win. And that's how you
Yeah.
win. Get more points on the board. So
Jack, I love the Titans pick, but and I want to agree with you, but I just can't. I mean, I feel like the Eagles are just a better team.
What's
They're
this
at
peer
home.
pressure?
Jack,
How do you
not
disagree
pressure.
with
Jack is
Jesus?
gonna be correct on like 4 games this week tops.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I respect you going like out of the box, but it's not going to work out, man. Like,
Jack's
this is
over the
just-
40%.
Like I think TJ, like this front 7 is going to be able to not shut down Derrick Henry, but definitely control him.
Ndamukong Suh
Yeah,
against Derrick Henry. It's a match of a lifetime.
It is.
Well, as Jordan Davis, like, oh my God, there's no way he gets more than 20 rushing yards today. And if he wants to set he can't set the edge. He can't set the edge. They've Hassan Reddick off the edge. Like, no, no. They're going to resort to the passing game. It's Ryan Fraudahill. He's a bum.
Hassan Reddick, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, TJ Edwards. Like this front 7 is incredible. So I got the Eagles in this one in Lincoln Financial. Another 7-4 team, a not so great team playing them. The Broncos are 3-8. At the Baltimore Ravens are 7-4.
Well, this is the Cats like what 4th team, the Broncos.
Oh my God.
This is not true. I
He
barely.
literally hates Nathaniel Hackett.
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
that's
he
true.
used to be a Seahawks fan when they won the Super Bowl. So
that's just not true. See,
Okay.
these lies
there
you
you
guys
go,
spread
Brian.
about me.
There we go, Brian.
I might have to,
Jack, who
I
you
might have
going with
to
here?
tell Mr. Herring on you, Ben.
I'm just hoping Russell Wilson keeps.
Yeah,
his
those are
passing-
personal insults.
No,
Who you
go.
going
Will.
with,
It's
Jack?
okay. We'll go.
No, go. You know,
No,
no,
Will, it's
you
okay.
go.
We'll go.
No, you go.
Okay. I'm just hoping Russell Wilson keeps his passing TDs down so he has less than his bathrooms in his house.
Yep.
So I'll take the
That's
Ravens.
my favorite stat I've ever seen. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
12
Yeah.
bathrooms.
He has 12 bathrooms and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Well, he's up to 9, sadly. So
Oh, is it my turn? Okay, yeah, the Ravens are winning by a lot. But I'm hoping Cortland Sutton has a great day for fantasy purposes.
All right. Two
Okay.
things are happening today. One of two. All right. Either the Ravens and Lamar Jackson just go crazy. And just Lamar Jackson. I'm not seeing any passing touchdowns. It's gonna be 340 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. All right.
Marcus Robinson is having
Or the Ravens win like 13-3. It is going to be the most boring football game. You think the Lions Jaguars game is boring? This is going to be boring.
Who said
The
Lions
Broncos are
Jaguars is
prime
boring? That's a
time
great
boring
game.
football. What?
Lions Jaguars is going to be a fun game.
Well, Jackson's boring.
I
Or no,
said
Chadwick did.
Steelers
That was
Falcons.
Chadwick.
I
Whatever.
said it's another game between rough teams before we get into good teams. I didn't say it
No,
would
you
be
said it was
boring.
boring. I heard it. Quote it.
All
Ravens, they're going to find a way to blow this game, but this is just going to be a snooze fest. Oh, I got to pick a team. Yeah, I'm going with the Ravens, though.
There we go, Brian.
Russell Wilson. I have his jersey on right now.
Yep.
He is not cooking in Denver, bro. And he wasn't cooking in Seattle. And yeah, I do not want a piece. I don't want anything to do with Russell Wilson right now. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. They're gonna dominate this game. And yeah, that's my pick, Ravens.
Yeah, I got the Ravens by double digits. They're better on offense. They're better on defense. They're at home. Like there's not much else you could really say. So give me Baltimore in this one. Next game we have last of the 1 o'clock slate. We have the Browns, who are 4-7. Also, new quarterback change. We'll see how that affects them at the Houston Texans. The old team for Deshaun Watson are sitting at 1-9-1. So Jack, who are we going with here in this game?
Yeah, I think the Browns might blow up with Deshaun Watson. He's a very good player. Revenge game 2, it's at Texans, so I'll take the Browns.
Kev?
Yeah, I mean, Deshaun Watson might be fired up against the Texans, especially, like you said, revenge game. And at home, I believe, against the Browns, right? Or against the Texans.
Yeah.
Anyways, Deshaun Watson is going to win, but I think the Browns are going to rely heavily on the run game this week, and I think Nick Chubb is going to have a massive game, yeah. Fantasy RB1 week for Nick Chubb. So, yeah, give me the Browns.
I'm gonna take a guess that Siketh has Nick Chubb on his fantasy team.
I'm gonna tell you the truth and tell you I don't.
Okay,
Oh,
well I do, but it was a good pick. I got him like the 4th round. That was a steal. Everybody's like, "Oh, Curry, whatever." But I swear, I might just be like making things up. But I swear, I had a dream last night where Deshaun Watson was like playing football. I was like on the sidelines watching. I don't remember much of it, but I just remember him like getting like 3 rushing touchdowns. Okay. And, I think we had Jesus on the show earlier. So I think that he was sending me a message saying that he's going to go off. I really don't think Nick Chubb's going to have that big of a game. I don't think that Deshaun Watson in his first game back is going to let Nick Chubb control the game. I mean, he's got what, 5-6 games to show what he's made of, like to show like that in his absence, he's been working hard. I don't think that he's gonna let Nick Chubb take the game over. I think he wants to control the game. I don't know if he's gonna pass. I know he's gonna be running the ball a lot. I know he's gonna have at least 50 rushing yards. I don't know what's so funny about this, but I'm telling you, he's having a comeback game. Revenge tour, as you guys keep on saying. Many people are on the revenge tour today. Me, myself, and Deshaun Watson. Big day for the both of us. All I gotta say.
Brian?
Yeah, I feel like Amari Cooper was just waiting for Deshaun Watson to throw that to him. So I feel like Amari Cooper's gonna have a good game, and so is Nick Chubb. So I feel like Deshaun Watson was probably a big part of this offense. And give me the Browns.
Will?
I don't think Amari Cooper was waiting for him. You cannot take anything away from Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett is a better quarterback than anybody in the Jets system.
He's a good
He's
quarterback.
better than Russell Wilson, better than Matt Fraudford. He's better than Matt Ryan. He's better than like 30 quarterbacks.
Oh, he is better than Matt Ryan, the top 5 quarterback in the league.
That means he's a top 5 quarterback. But Jacoby Brissett is a stud. Okay, you cannot take anything away from him. And him and Amari Cooper actually cooked. They were a very good duo. So that's one thing. Yeah, but Deshaun Watson, 350 passing yards and 8 touchdowns.
So whoever wins all the games that you're picking, they always have one player that has like historic days. Is that what's happening?
Actually, no, the Vikings have 2.
Oh, okay.
They have
All right, sounds
Hawkinson and Jefferson.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, well, I completely agree. I think Brissett needs more credit for what he did with the Browns. Like they had I would say like an average offense in the NFL, which is not what was expected of them before Deshaun Watson came back. So I definitely need to give credit to Jacoby Brissett. But I mean, guys, how do we think Deshaun Watson plays? I mean, obviously in 2020 and like the start of his career, I would say he was a top 5 quarterback at a very young age. Now he comes back to football after 2 years of not playing an NFL game. So do you have any predictions on how he might play in his very first game back?
Well, it's not like he was like injured the whole time. It's just like he's probably been training this whole time and getting ready, prepping with the team. So I think he's gonna actually have a really good game, especially against the Texans.
Well,
You guys ever watch that Batman? I don't know which one. I think it's it's the one where it's like the older one where he's stuck in that like little underground cave.
Chadwick went to a couple Batman movies. I know that for sure.
it's a great movie.
No, but like they're in like he's like underground. He's like training for like 2 years, and he comes back and like saves Gotham from like the guy with like the gas poisoning.
The Dark Knight Rises.
There you go. That's Deshaun Watson. I'm telling you, he's been training underground in the cave for 2 years. All right, he's all loose. He's ready to go. I'm telling you, Deshaun Watson, he's gonna do with his legs today. He's gonna play like he's a college quarterback. This is what I told Jack. I said his body is so ready to just get like layered by a middle linebacker. He's going to throw everything on the line. I'm not in the most serious note ever. He's got like 20 pounds of extra muscle that could just. He's going to be running a lot. I can't say in a way.
You're saying he's adding weight in the weight room.
Yeah, and he's gonna show it by just throwing. He's gonna run like Josh Allen today. All right, that's all I got to say.
I love it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I don't think he's going to be like his arm was incredible. But yeah, I don't see why his athleticism would have gone away. So I could definitely see a big rushing day, maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns for him as well. We'll have to see. But yeah, I think we're all picking the Browns in this one just because of how bad the Texans are. We'll move on to our next game, the 4:00 slate. We're gonna get this going. It's a pretty solid slate today. We have the Seahawks at 6-5 at the LA Rams, who are 3-8. Jack.
The Rams are they're literally in where Will was talking about, like underground cave or something. They're horrible. I feel so bad. Actually, I don't feel bad. They traded everything. So Seahawks, even though they're kind of frauds.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't.
They are frauds. Fraud.
I don't think they'll really do
Fraud
anything in the playoffs at all.
DK Met fraud.
I'll take them today by at least 10. At least 10.
Kev?
I mean, the Rams might be like a bottom 5 team in the league at this point. They traded away their entire future. Such a bad move. I mean, they got 1 title out of it, but I mean, now they can't even compete for the next 10 years. I don't know. But yeah, Seahawks are winning pretty handedly. Geno Smith is going off. Yeah, nothing else to say.
Well,
yeah. So basically, I know none of you guys understand anything about baseball, but I gotta say real quick, this is the Rams are something that you try to avoid in all sports. You try not to just throw it all in and it's all about winning the Super Bowl. It's really not, okay? It's about having a good team for like a while. Sure, it's all about winning Super Bowl, but that's 1 year. You want to beat the Chiefs. You want to win a ton. All right. Red Sox GM gets a lot of hate for trying to build the future. You got to build the future. You can't just throw all your chips in and then win it and then go 3-8 and not have a future because you trade all your draft picks away. So that's all I gotta say. Rams are a fraud team. the Frams, fraud and Rams combined,
I like
but
that.
also the Seahawks. I was gonna quote something that Brian said earlier, that this is a downfall of the Giants. I was gonna say it for the Seahawks, but they're gonna beat the Rams. So I honestly think that the Seahawks are a fraud team, all except for January 1st. They're gonna beat the Jets. So I'm taking the Seahawks here. They're gonna be 7-5. First round exit. So thank you.
Brian?
So, you guys calling the Seahawks frauds. Okay. Genius Smith is going to start
I like
his Hall of Fame career. He's going to start his Hall of Fame career. Okay, that was Josh Jacobs, an 80-yard rush in overtime. It doesn't
That
matter.
is true. That is true.
It doesn't matter. So, okay. But, I would say the Seahawks are going to win this game, obviously. And I feel like Kemba Walker isn't Aaron Donald. He's out.
Kemba Walker.
Kenneth.
Oh, Kenneth Walker.
No, my bad. Yeah. Kenneth Walker.
Both just as shifty, to be fair.
But isn't Aaron
Kemba's
Donald, he's out.
Isn't Kemba like 40?
Yeah. We're talking prime Kemba, prime Kenneth.
Prime
What
Kemba.
team- What teams do you play for now?
Yeah, the Hornets. Oh, now? I think he's on the Knicks.
No, he's gone.
The Knicks.
He's
The
gone.
Knicks are
He's
so
gone.
bad.
We have Jalen Brunson who competed
I mean-
Yeah, I
I mean,
have
let's
no
say
idea
this
where
for
he
the
is, though.
NBA.
Jalen Brunson is amazing. Anyway.
Let's say these takes for the NBA show that no one watches because that's a big snooze fest. I mean, Guac and Friedman over there think that anybody watches them argue.
Yeah, bring Guac and Friedman on this show.
Oh God, no.
The point is that
please,
we're
This is
gonna
gonna be my spicy guac taste. I'm gonna say and I'm gonna say the Seahawks are gonna win the Super Bowl next year.
Oh,
There we go.
oh,
Spicy
I like
guac
that.
I like that. I like
Brian
that.
Burke.
This is the NBA
Oh.
show, up here. at the
Spicy
NFL
guac
show.
take from Brian Burke. You love to the guac takes go over. They transcend everywhere.
Oh my
Let's be
God,
honest- let's be
what a
honest, the
horrible
Seahawks
take
are-
that is.
The Seahawks are.
They're in a rebuild.
The Seahawks are an
Right.
offensive line and a defensive line away from a Super Bowl.
That's only 10
Well,
players,
10
you know.
players.
That's
I
only
know.
10.
That's 10
Okay,
players.
I'm saying if they improve maybe a couple 2 or 3 positions in each both the offensive and defensive line, I think
That's
they'd
a
be
lot.
decent.
And also,
I know it's
the
a lot,
Colts
but
are
it's
O
still
tackle
good.
away from
The
The
being a
Seahawks,
franchise.
the Seahawks almost traded away nothing and improved last season, so I think they have some room to work with.
Wait,
you know?
so
You
Ken,
have one draft
don't
pick.
quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the Seahawks line is actually
Yes,
good this year.
The Seahawks line is good, but I'm saying
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm saying- I'm
It's
saying-
It's
solid.
better than it was with Russ.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's definitely a lot
Yeah.
better. Well,
The Colts are an O tackle away from being a franchise team.
oh, you guys.
Oh,
Also, what
Yeah,
is the rope
is
back
that
into
O tackle coming out of Penn State any decent?
what'd you say?
Is that O tackle coming out of Penn State any decent?
He's not coming out. He's staying another year. Can't wait.
We
All
get
right.
Paris
All right.
Johnson.
Well, all I gotta say is actually go on. I don't got much to say.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks too. It's gonna be a clean sweep. Guys, I want to throw this out there. This Rams team that we're gonna be seeing later today, this Rams offense specifically, is this possibly the worst offense we've ever seen fielded in the past 5 years, I would say. Let me just run you through what we're gonna be watching today. We got John Wolford at quarterback. Ben Skoranek is wide receiver 1. Van Jefferson is wide receiver 2. Lance McCutcheon is wide receiver 3.
Lance McCullers
yeah.
really switched teams.
You have Kyron Williams at running back. Tyler Higbee hasn't had a great year. And you have their O-line, which is below average. So, this is one of the worst offenses I've ever seen on paper.
Wow.
I mean, Chad, you don't watch Colts games.
But that's true, too.
But
That's
they have Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, they have John. I don't see if Cooper Kupp was
Jalami
there. they have
Woods.
Cooper Kupp. But this offense has no one. I think they score less than I don't even know if they hit double digits in the game today. They probably score 10.
Matt
10
Stafford
or
saw
13.
Cooper Kupp go out for the season and put himself on IR.
Hey, Will, do we have to show Penn State not getting a touchdown scored against them on the NFL show?
Yeah, we actually do.
Well, it's actually
That
called
was a good-
Joe's Knows Football, so how about that?
Yeah, that's
Joe's
true.
knows football. All right.
That's true. Yeah, that
Ben
was a great
Chadwick
run
doesn't
down to the
know
one.
Right
yard line.
here. Right here.
Ben
that was-
Chadwick
that was-
doesn't
no,
know football.
That was there we go. That was
No,
a great run down
Yeah,
to the
this
1 yard
Rams
line.
this Rams offense is really sorry.
Yep.
I mean, with Matt Ryan, still sorry team. I mean, Matt Ryan's career is over. Just
Matt
just
Ryan,
go ahead.
There we go, Will.
How? No, I think he's trying to like just subtly like talk about the Colts in every single game.
Oh, is he?
All right. All I'm saying is Matt. Oh, I said Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Matt Ryan should be better than he's better than Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford should just retire. Him and Matt Ryan got to go to a retirement home together, and that's just it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean Stafford's out for the year, and he's played horrendously.
He's-
so
He's injury prone. Just give up on it.
he got a Super Bowl. He should have retired like honestly after last year, but he stuck around. So and now we saw the consequences. Next game we
Same
have.
thing with Tom Brady.
No, he's still making the playoffs. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep, first round exit.
Dolphins are 8-3, heading over to the San Francisco 49ers, who are 7-4. This is an incredible game. So Jack,
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, no, this is like me and Saketh. Like I back the Dolphins so much, he backs the Niners so much.
Yep.
Me and Saketh bowl here, so I have to take the Dolphins. But this is a crazy game.
It's so fun.
I'm definitely turning off Red Zone to watch this game.
Yep.
I'm gonna get my pick in quick so Jesus can talk. So I'll take the Dolphins.
Kev?
Hold on 1 second. I want to make sure everyone's playing for this Niners team. Okay. Or any key inactives here.
Trent Williams is questionable. Elijah Mitchell is obviously out. Deebo Samuel is questionable. And that's pretty much it.
Debo's questionable.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh.
what's his injury?
Something with his leg. I'm not
Wait.
100% sure.
Oh, it is. It's a
Have
thigh.
you heard of that Dolphins cornerback, the rookie that's going off?
Needham?
I don't know.
I'm not sure who you're talking about, but he's on IR. Who else? The Dolphins. Trey Flowers is on IR. Teron Armstead is doubtful, and then Myles Gaskin is questionable. So that's like the only kind of meaningful.
Okay.
outside the Dolphins.
Can I say? Can I make my pick?
Kader Kahu.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, he's playing.
I know. I'm just saying he's really good.
Then can I make my pick under the
Sure.
the condition that Deebo Samuel plays?
Oh.
Yeah, I think he will be, but yeah, we could do that.
Okay, so if Deebo Samuel plays, I think the Niners team is gonna win in a very close game with the Dolphins. If he doesn't, I think the Dolphins are gonna win in a very close game against the Niners. So yeah, that's what I think. I think the Niners are gonna win under the condition Deebo plays. Jack, I know you're the one who puts these picks together at the end. So
Well, we're gonna do rapid fire at the end, so I don't have to watch Jesus talk for 20 minutes.
Go ahead, Brian. Who are you going with?
All right.
Obviously, I'm gonna go. Well, not obviously. This is gonna be.
Wait, did you just skip my pick?
I'm bad. My bad. Will, who are you going
Sorry,
with?
I had to get a drink of water. My throat's kind of.
No, you're
All
all
right,
good.
what game? Oh, one of the Dolphins. Yeah, bro, the Dolphins, dude, they're so good. I mean, they are such an underrated team, and it's crazy. It's when you say an 8-3 team is underrated, that's like calling Juan Soto underrated, and he is. But we'll
Okay,
get into that
it's not MLB.
tomorrow at our new MLB show.
Yeah.
You guys just aren't even ready for what's coming tomorrow. Jack and I mean, it's like taking the two best parts of the NFL show and just making it better in the MLB show. Because like, who watches the Cath? Okay, but outside of that, dude, the Dolphins are so good.
well, I think you need another timeout. If I'm being honest. Anyways,
It was a timeout. It was a hiatus.
hiatus. Sure.
Okay, you guys should have put Jesus on the show because he knows more than you, Cath. Okay,
Jesus knows more than everyone. What do you want me to do?
I can't blame you. Dolphins are such a good team. That's all I have to say. Like, dude, Tua is like the second best lefty quarterback all time. We all know the first one is right, Michael Penix. Michael Penix Jr., Colts new quarterback next year. He's going to lead us to the Super Bowl. But really, outside of that, Tyreek Hill and Waddle, how do you stop that? Like, plus Mike Gesicki. I mean, greatest tight end all time, maybe.
Let's go. Penn State. Here we go.
Okay, he's not really that good, but you know. Oh, by the way, Chadwick, do you know who your third string tight end is for Dallas?
Dalton Schultz, Blake Jarwin, Hendershot.
He came from Indiana, bro. Him and Penix were cooking up back then.
Hey, he cooked up last game, I guess, or the couple games ago against the Giants too.
Yeah.
Well, that's not
All right,
the Giants.
but all I gotta say is
All right.
Dolphins are not losing this game, and they're not losing until 2023. Book it. They're winning a Super Bowl.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it's gonna be a close game, but I feel like what Will said, it's kind of almost impossible to guard both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. And I'm gonna say Dolphins can win this game.
You know, so Keth, I'll be the only one to back you. I think this defense is so good. Second best in the league. I'll let you guys figure out who I think is first. I mean, Nick Bosa going. I mean, this Dolphins line underratedly is not great, especially the tackles. They are not good at all. I think Nick Bosa is going to have a day today for the Niners. Fred Warner and Drake Greenlaw, arguably the best.
Don't forget Hufanga. He's a turnover machine.
Hufanga too at safety
machine.
alongside Tashawn Gibson. That's a great safety duo. Charvarius Ward is an awesome corner. Their corners aren't going to shut down Hill and Waddle. I don't think anyone's corners will.
Nobody
but I think
can
that
shut
defense will
No,
be
don't
enough.
say it, Jack. Don't say it.
They did. They
They're not
literally did.
shutting down Hill and Waddle.
No. The Jets did. They did.
All right, it's if they
Skylar-
meet again in the
Skylar
playoffs, it's
Thompson.
gonna happen.
Okay, that's true. It was Skylar Thompson, but it's fine.
But yeah, I mean CMC I think could have a day. But yeah, I'm going with the Niners just based on their defense alone. Will?
I don't know. The presidential election's coming up in 2 years. I say we throw this guy in for the candidate. I mean, this guy would just change America. Come on. The
Yeah.
greatest coach ever. Bill Belichick looks up to this guy. This guy's just a genius. I need to tell a story because Jack did a bootleg job of telling what I told him on the last NFL show. All right. Back in 2021, right? That's last year. He said this on a press conference. He said that he looked in the mirror and asked himself if he's really an NFL-worthy quarterback. He sat down. He said, am I really able to play at this level? Should I just give up? Because all the fans were telling him that he should. And then in comes Mike McDaniels, the greatest coach of all time. He's not even human. And he shows Tua a 700 play film tape of all of Tua's best plays. Since then, Tua has not lost a game and is in the race for MVP. And Tua says having your head coach believe in you that much is the most important thing in football. I mean, now everybody believes in Tua. What can stop him? Not this 40 frauders defense, okay? Dolphins by 20,000.
All right, so Will's going with the Dolphins. I went with the
Mike
Niners.
McDaniel is just so amazing. The only head coach better than him is Nick Sirianni.
That is a hot take. I mean, McDaniels is such a fun coach. Like the interviews that he has are so great.
And the
Like,
Mike
he-
Hill last week.
He's just such a regular
Mike
dude
Carter's
that's coaching
out.
an
Mike
incredible
Carter's
football
out.
team.
What'd
Oh,
you
he's
say?
been out. James, he's been out.
Yeah. David Njoku's out, by the way.
That's amazing. The Joker's had a great year for Cleveland. We'll move on to our next game. We have the Chiefs at 9-2, heading over to Cincinnati. The Bengals are 7-4. Another incredible 4:00 game. Jack.
What a game this is. Wow.
No, don't say it. It's not what a game. We all know what we're gonna pick, so just pick it and move on.
Well,
Okay.
there's record to show. Burrow is 3-0.
Can you
He's
force
gone off
kicks
against
the cat?
Chiefs. Every time Burrow versus the Chiefs, he does amazing. But
And pick the
still-
Bengals. Do it.
No, what? No.
Exactly.
I'm picking the Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Chiefs. Nothing more to say, Will.
I do have a lot to say.
Shocker.
This Chiefs
Shocker. What is that?
secondary,
That's crazy.
this Chiefs secondary has not had a challenge like this upcoming Bengals offense. They are not gonna win. It's just it. That's it. I'm sorry, but Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, if Jamar Chase gets a full workload, if he's like fully healthy, balling out, it's over. I mean, the Bengals are just gonna have to beat the Chiefs, and that's how it is. The 8-4 and 9-3 Chiefs. I'm telling you, it's happening.
Will.
Bengals are winning this game. Burrow is having a career game, and guess what? This happened last year. He balled out, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Joe Shiesty, Joe Burr." And you know what? He got all these chains. He got all fancy, and that's where he took it from there. Okay, the Joe Burrow revenge tour starts now. He's not losing a game until the AFC Championship against the Dolphins.
Brian?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the runner-up for the MVP, Patrick Mahomes, behind Genius Smith. It's kind of obvious.
Wait, are you calling him Genius Smith?
Oh,
Yeah,
He's a genius.
Yeah,
He's
we
a
just
genius.
caught on.
Genius.
they wrote him off, but he didn't write back.
God. Yeah, he didn't write back until the Raiders game.
We go to TBF. He's number one. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Potential fraud found.
yeah, I'm
It's
gonna
a
take the
general
Chiefs.
stat. It's
in
not
this-
even PFF. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Chiefs in this one. I think it's gonna be a close game though, but I'm gonna take the runner-up. So,
Yeah, I mean, I agree that it's gonna be a close game. Surprisingly, I'm actually gonna back Will on this one. I think this Bengals offense with Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon back, if they're getting a full workload, like Will said, I think has the argument of being a better offense than Kansas City. I think it really does. I mean, like Burrow is playing great this year. Jamar is obviously playing incredible. The defense has some to be desired. It's an average, maybe a bit below average defense. But I mean, yeah, I think this is gonna be an absolute shootout, and I have the Bengals winning this one close. We're talking like 30, 40 plus points for each team. Will?
All right, it's like a little off topic, but it still is on topic because it's about the NFL show. So last year when I was on last week when I was on my hiatus, I was trying to train like Deshaun Watson, getting ready for this week, big week. Got the MLB show. I had to go into hiding so I could make the greatest show ever. Tune in tomorrow. I don't know time. We're gonna figure that out. But basically, long story short, you guys said that the Buccaneers are like really healthy. I told you this is really off topic, but they're healthy and they're coming back and they're gonna be strong. Where do you guys put them in your rankings? I don't remember. Do you guys remember?
The tier list?
Yeah.
They were
Bengals, they're playoff.
No, I said Buccaneers.
no. The Bucks were playoff.
Playoff
We
ones.
didn't call them locks. We called them like.
Divisional dwellers.
Were they? Oh yeah. So I mean that means playoff locks and just like
They're
they're
not
winning
getting past the
division.
divisional round is what it means.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just say that, like their best O lineman's out for 6 weeks. I had to bring this up. Like, I think I completely forgot that Tristan Wirfs just isn't going to be playing for a while. Along with that abysmal O
What does that
line,
have to do with the Chiefs and Bengals game?
Yeah,
doesn't. I
we
just
can't wait
remembered.
for the Monday Night Football game to talk about
I
this.
couldn't. I had to get it out, bro. I was waiting for like weeks about this. The Buccaneers are frauds. All right, I had to say
So
it.
who's gonna win that division?
It's not them. They're gonna lose every
Who?
game.
Teams?
What teams? What teams?
the runner-up. The Falcons.
Atlanta, the
Panthers,
Saints,
Saints in Atlanta.
and the Panthers.
I think that the Panthers are gonna come back. Panthers are good, bro. I'm telling you.
See, so what are you talking about, Will? Like,
I can't take
we
anything.
know that Wirfs is out. We just knew they're gonna win the division.
Yeah, it's a lucky division win. I mean, Tom Brady's a fraud.
So they are winning it now. All right.
Tom
cool.
Brady's Mike Evans made.
Dude.
Whatever.
All right, that's it for the Chiefs Bengals game. We'll just have to throw in the Bucks take, even though they're coming up in like 2 games. Chargers are 6-5 at the Raiders, who are 4-7. This is the last 4:00 slate game. Jack.
This is a hard game, very hard. But I despise Brandon Staley. I think he's a horrible coach. I don't think he should be coaching those Chargers anymore because he holds back Justin Herbert so much. Just like that guy on, like CBS says Justin Herbert is not even like a top 10 QB. Despise that guy as well. I'm going to take the Raiders. They're getting a little hot. Their offense is getting better. So I'll take the Raiders.
Steph.
I was gonna take the Raiders too. I think yeah. I mean, like this offense. I feel like this Raiders offense is severely underrated because of their record. I think Devontae Adams is still a top 1, top 2 receiver in the league. I think it's like 1A, 1B with Justin Jefferson. At least like talent wise, skill set wise, who can do the most things, right? So yeah. Give me the Raiders. I think the Raiders are gonna win this one in a shootout.
I think I said this before. All right, Chadwick wants me to speed through this game, but I'm not. I'm gonna slow it down to annoy him.
Get that.
What's the Chargers quarterback name? What's it again?
Justin Herbert?
Yeah, Justin Herbert. He's not bad. He's injured. Okay. Aaron Rodgers is not bad. He's just injured and has no offensive coordinator or offensive weapons. Okay. All I have to say is the Chargers would be a lot better if in the second game of the year he didn't get shelled. He did not get shelled and broke like 8 of his ribs. But still, he's a fraud because he's hurt. Raiders by 20. No one is stopping the Josh Jacobs train except for the fact that Jonathan Taylor's better.
Brian?
Yeah, last week was kind of a rough week for being a Seahawks fan. That overtime win was a fraud win. It was a fraud win. Bring up that. But I'm actually going to think it's going to be tough this game. But I'm going to take the Raiders offense. I kept backing them up this whole year. They kind of been disappointing, but now I feel like they're catching fire with Devontae Adams. I feel like Derek Carr's not him, though. They might get a new quarterback in like 2 years or something. But I'm going to take the Raiders with this one.
Yeah, it's surprising it's going to be a clean sweep for the Raiders. The Chargers are just missing so many pieces. Joey Bosa, Rashawn Slater. The Raiders are Josh Jacobs is questionable right now. If he plays, I'm taking the Raiders by a mile. Even on the defensive side, like the Raiders defense is not great. The one superstar they have is Max Crosby, and probably the worst part of the entire Chargers team is that right tackle, Foster Sorrell, whoever that is. I think Max Crosby has another day. I think it's a big edge rusher day. All these matchups in these games today, it's going to be very interesting, and I think that's the difference maker in the Raiders game. We'll move on to Sunday night football. It is a massive game tonight.
Yeah, I gotta get some water. I'll be back, right?
Are 4-7-1 at the Dallas Cowboys, who are 8-3. Will? Oh, actually, no. We'll go Jack. We'll work our way around.
I'll keep the screen. Oh, no, it's called runtime down. So I'll take the Cowboys.
Kev?
Cowboys shouldn't even be a question.
Next up. I think Will just left us. Oh, there he is.
No, I'm back. I had to get some water. All right, so Colts game.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean the Colts are they're so easily winning this. No one has the ability to stop Jonathan Taylor in this league. I mean, who's your interior D line? Who's on your
D-line?
Who's on your D line overall?
DeMarcus
I don't know.
Lawrence.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
Micah Parsons.
Mickey Parsons. Oh my God, it's a
Gallimore?
fraud. It's a fraud team.
Armstrong? Dude, their line is one of the best in the league.
Yep.
All I'm saying is if the Cowboys win, it's because we're injured, okay? We're injured. Brain Smith is one of the best right tackles. He's hurt. Kenny Moore, a top 1 cornerback in the league, he's hurt. It's just, we're down a few guys. But Quentin Nelson versus Michael Parsons, Mickey Parsons, my fault. It's gonna be a great matchup. And, I mean, we all know who's winning it. Quentin Nelson.
Versus Edge is going to happen.
Quentin Nelson. And let's not forget about the greatest tight end all time, Jelani Woods. He's healthy. He's back. I'm going 11 receptions, 240 yards, and 10 touchdowns. And by the way, they're still being Sam Ellinger after Matt Ryan gets shelled by DeMarcus Lawrence. And Sam Ellinger is going to lead us to victory.
What happened to Mo Alley Cox?
Oh, he's still there, but Jelani Woods is better. All I'm saying is
now Mo Alley Cox, he had some great years in the past, but yeah, now it's
all I'm saying is hear me out. The Colts are going to be up by 14 going into the last minute. And then they're going to throw the game on purpose so that everybody knows that they could have beat the Cowboys, but they're just trying to get a good pick.
Exactly. Get that good draft pick.
That's what they've done the past 2 games. I mean, Jeff Saturday, just put him in the Hall of Fame ready. I mean, twice for a coach and a player. He's a stud.
Brian?
Yeah, let's just say we just didn't hear what Will said, but Cowboys are going to win this game. Probably best defense in the league. Yeah, Cowboys.
There's no way a team that tied with the Texans is beating the Cowboys.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm up. Jack, keep the sign down. It's in your hands. Keep it down. Keep it down. Keep it down. They're not if they win the game. I mean, what else do you want me to say?
They'll upgrade the cow women.
This Cowboys team is so good this year, guys. I've made the argument in the past. I'll make it again today. Arguably the best team in the NFC. I think they are at this point. I mean, the offense is great. Dak is playing great. Tony Pollard looks like one of the best backs in the entire league, even though he's not even a starter. Gotta love Coach Mike McCarthy. CD's having an awesome year. And obviously the defense, Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence, probably the best edge rusher duo in the NFL right now. Trayvon Diggs looks like an actual CB1. He's not just going all out for picks and getting burned on every other play. Yeah, I mean, this Colts O-line, whoever your right tackle is, Let's see who that
Braden
is.
Smith. Look him on PFF. He's probably better than yours.
No, Matt Pryor is who's starting today. I don't think Braden Smith's
Oh
playing.
my God! Don't tell me Matt Pryor's in.
So I think Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence have a very fun game against Matt Pryor at that right tackle position.
And they put Sam Ellinger, and he's gonna hit a basketball crossover on Mickey Parsons, and he's gonna tear both his ACLs.
If that happens, the Cowboys still win by at least double digits. Give me Dallas. And
Double
as we
digits
move
is a
on
clown take. The
to our
Colts
final-
defense. The Colts
our-
defense is so much better than yours.
You're just talking just to talk at this point. You're not even making sense.
So are you.
All right. Monday Night Football, the last game we have. The Saints are 4-8, heading over to Raymond James Stadium. The Bucks are 5-6. Jack.
We will be taking, me and myself, the Buccaneers, because they are the better team. And I don't even know about this. I haven't watched the Saints game since like 2018, so I'll take the Bucks.
Jeff?
The Bucks are gonna win. The Saints suck right now. It's bad.
Oh, man. Going against your team.
I mean, like, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Pick your team.
Yeah, they suck. They suck. I'll
Okay.
say it. Alvin Kamara blows right now. It's
Well-
horrible.
I think Saketh has to take a hiatus after that. All right, but outside of that, let me tell you the teams the Bucks have beaten. They beat the Week 1 Cowboys, who they looked bad. All right, I'm not going to even count that. They beat the Saints by 10, the Falcons by 6, the Rams by 3, the Fraud Hawks by 5, and that's it.
That was
Not to-
intimidating, though.
I mean, Will, real quick, not to mention
Tom Brady is undefeated.
Spoon-fed wins. They've been
some of the losses they had, too. They lost to the Steelers and the Panthers 2 straight weeks.
Panthers are a good team. They've been spoon-fed wins, okay? All I'm saying is they're going to get spoon-fed again. And I hate it because you know what? Tom Brady is, this is it. He's going to get carried by his garbage schedule into the playoffs, and then playoff Tom Brady's going to activate, and he's going to win the Super Bowl. And everyone's going to say he's the greatest quarterback of all time when he's literally Mike Evans made.
Played with Mike Evans for 2 years.
All I'm saying is he's the greatest quarterback of all time, but he's not the most talented. He's nowhere near the most talented.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah, no, you don't feel like it. It's the truth. I mean,
I mean,
look it up in the Bible.
I mean, if we're talking about the most talented QB of all time is Vic, right?
yeah, probably Vic, Lamar Jackson. Like,
Whoa, Rodgers,
Wait, Dan
Hello?
Marino?
Dan Marino, Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers.
maybe Rodgers. What's the most
Maybe.
talented? Just pure, dude, like prime Russell Wilson.
No,
What is happening? Oh my god.
Then Russell Wilson was pretty
This is on the
insane.
TikTok. Matt Friedman, go to edit.com and put this on the TikTok. That was
Oh wow, this is crazy.
Pure
a
talent.
Russell Wilson could he do. Oh my!
Russell Wilson was
God.
cooking. He was cooking.
Oh,
Dude, I don't think we're forgetting who Russell Wilson was.
I think we are. He was a good quarterback. He wasn't even the best quarterback
No.
in the league at the time.
Yes,
God,
he was.
oh my God!
He was
oh.
consistently a top 3
The
quarterback
fact
in
that I
the league.
heard Russell Wilson,
Five straight
and
years.
Russell
Marino-
Wilson,
Dan Marino on the same conversation.
how about Peyton Manning?
Yeah,
God,
like,
Russell
Wait,
Wilson.
what? Aren't Peyton Manning is a more talented quarterback than Tom Brady? Like, what?
Yes.
Are they not
I
the
don't
same
care.
type of quarterback? Just pure and just knowing everything that's going
Peyton
on.
Manning's smarter.
Peyton Manning's
That
better.
was Tom Brady. Like, what?
Yeah,
that's
does
what
Tom
makes him
Brady talk about football on TV? No.
He can.
He
Like,
will.
what?
Once he
No, he
retires, he
won't.
has the biggest broadcasting deal ever.
All I'm saying is
It just still makes you wrong. Just 'cause you're
Russell
going.
Wilson. I mean, just get off the show already.
Yeah, that
There's
was
some
Eric.
names out there.
Guys,
Who
we
else?
can't- I don't know if this can air anymore.
Joe Montana?
Dude, talent?
Talent? No way. No.
Russell Wilson?
This guy won 5 Super Bowls or something. Like,
Tom Brady has
We're
7.
not talking about
What are you doing?
Super Bowls. We're talking about talent. And that's why I said Vic, because Vic is the most talented.
We're talking about
Vic
Russell
is not
Wilson
the
Russell
most
passing
can't
talent.
throw a ball in the red zone because he gives it to Malcolm Butler.
Oh my
We're
God.
not
Russell
talking about
Wilson.
Brady.
Oh my.
So we're talking about Wilson, how bad he is. 'Cause he gave the ball
Joe
to Malcolm.
Montana, Dan Marino, Aaron
You seem to
Rodgers.
forget that he was one of.
I can appreciate Rodgers. I mean, Montana, no. We're talking about talent?
What?
Yes.
Oh my God! Look at
Dude,
look at
talent
the
overall, I'm
PFF. I
talking
bet
Vic.
he's on there.
I'm talking Vic. I'm talking Lamar. I'm talking
Oh
Russ. I'm
my
talking
God. Lamar Jackson's played in the league for 4 years. God.
Mahomes.
I mean, we might as well go to like Randall Cunningham, Donovan McNabb. Like, who are you even saying now?
I'm talking about running and passing talent combined.
Okay, but
Just
like,
pure talent. All right, let's pick this game.
jeez.
So Saketh picked the Bucks. Will, who are you going with?
I'm going with the Bucks. That was just sad. Wow. God.
Brian?
Lamar Jackson.
Let's see. I'm gonna go the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bucks too. The Saints team has been pretty brutal all year, so give me the Bucks, and I think they're winning the division as well. That is going to do it for episode 12 of Joe's Knows Football. For Jack Kemmler, Saketh Kodori, Will Kwiatkowski, Brian Burke, I'm Ben Chadwick.